Breaking news. Farewell to 8 iconic figures, remembering the stars who passed on November 4, 2024. In a single day, the world mourns the loss of not just American celebrities but also beloved international figures who left an indelible mark on music, television, sports, and science. Quincy Jones dies. 28-time Grammy winner and music icon was 91. Quincy Jones, the musician, composer, producer and songwriter whose oeuvre spanned 7 decades and everything from Michael Jackson's Thriller to frequent collaborations with Frank Sinatra. Producing the big screen adaptation of The Color Purple and composing some of the most memorable film and TV music ever, has died. His work with Sinatra spanned decades. In 1964, he arranged and conducted Sinatra's second album with Count Basie titled It Might As Well Be Swing. 2 years later he collaborated with Sinatra on the live album, Sinatra at the Sands. Jones later produced what was to become the singer's final album, L.A. Is My Lady. In 1984, Jones was nominated for 7 Oscars over the course of his career and received the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award in 1995. He also won an Emmy in the category of Outstanding Musical Composition for a Series for Roots and a Tony in the category of Best Revival of a Musical for The Color Purple. Jones died at his home in Bel Air on November 3, 2024, at the age of 91. Alan Ratchins dies. L.A. Law, and Dharma and Greg, actor, was 82. Alan Ratchins, the actor known for his roles on L.A. Law and Dharma and Greg, has died. He was 82. The Golden Globe and Emmy nominee died early Saturday morning after experiencing heart failure in his sleep at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. His wife Joanna Frank told The Hollywood Reporter. In addition to his performance as Douglas Brackman on the NBC series L.A. Law, which ran from 1986 to 1994 and earned him Golden Globe and Emmy nominations, Ratchins was known for playing Dharma's, Jenna Elfman, hippie father Larry on the ABC sitcom Dharma and Greg, which ran for 5 seasons from 1997 to 2002. Ratchins wrote episodes of Hill Street Blues, Heart to Heart and The Fall Guy, and he directed a 1980 episode of the CBS procedural Paris, starring James Earl Jones. Along with his wife, Ratchins launched Allofit Productions to adapt books and original screenplays into feature and television projects. Ratchins is survived by wife Joanna Frank and their son Robert. William Robert Beach, August 1932 to October 2024. Also known as Bill, Peg Pants, Beach and Frog Beach, was an American musician. Bill Beach played music for more than 75 years, performing as a teen. In February 1999, another song he wrote, I Believed You Mr. President, was featured during the cable news network's, CNN, coverage of President Bill Clinton's impeachment trial. Also a parody and humorous song. The words of, I Believed You Mr. President, told the story of how one voter's innocence was rocked during the Monica Lewinsky scandal that ultimately led to the impeachment trial of the 42nd President of the United States of America. In the later seasons of his life, Beach was well known in Southwest Florida for performing for decades at Stan's Idle Hour restaurant, a world-renowned Goodland bar. Beach died late last month in Ohio at age 92. Agnaldo Real, May 5, 1938 died November 4, 2024, was a Brazilian singer and actor. He sings love ballads and romantic music in general, with an emphasis on Italian songs. He died on November 4, 2024, aged 86, following complications from a fall at his house in Santana, São Paulo. Daryl Jans, 1941 November 2, 2024, was a Canadian broadcast journalist. Born in Saskatchewan, Jans went on to graduate from Teachers College in 1961. In 2013, he was the inaugural inductee to the Western Association of Broadcasters Broadcast Hall of Fame. That year, the city of Calgary recognized him with a Community Achievement Award for his community advocacy. Following his retirement from his anchor position, Jans continued with CTV and hosted the weekly show Inspired. He later hosted a weekly show on Yes TV. Jans died on the morning of November 2, 2024, at the age of 83. Yaakov Cohen, September 27, 1958 – November 2, 2024, was a Moroccan-born Israeli actor, stand-up comedian, voice artist, and television presenter. In 1984, Cohen graduated from the 22nd class of the Beit Tzvi School for the Performing Arts. Alongside classmates such as Odia Koren, Idit Taperson, and Anat Waxman. Cohen died from complications of Parkinson's disease on November 2, 2024, at the age of 66. Dub Jones, December 29, 1924 – November 2, 2024, was an American professional football player who was a halfback for 10 seasons in the National Football League, NFL, and the All-America Football Conference, AAFC, in the late 1940s and early 1950s. Primarily for the Cleveland Browns. He shares the NFL record for touchdowns scored in a single game. Jones retired after the 1955 season, but returned to the Browns as an assistant coach in 1963. The Browns won the NFL championship the following year. He left football for good in 1968 and went back to Ruston, where he worked with one of his sons in a general contracting business. Jones died at home in Ruston on November 2, 2024, at the age of 99. Alexander Pines, June 22, 1945 – November 2, 2024, was an American chemist. He was the Glenn T. Seaborg Professor Emeritus, University of California, Berkeley, Chancellor's Professor Emeritus and Professor of the Graduate School, University of California. Among his many prestigious awards and honors, Pines received the Langmuir Medal of the American Chemical Society, the Faraday Medal of the Royal Society of Chemistry. Pines died on November 2, 2024, at the age of 79. These 8 figures each left behind a rich legacy, their work touching lives across continents. As fans, family, and colleagues reflect on their contributions, it is clear that each of these icons will be remembered not only for their remarkable achievements but also for the inspiration and joy they brought to the world.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của Motor Đưa Motor. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn video tiếp theo.